Calling seat fill. Okay, everybody take a seat. We're going to go ahead and get started with RARC meeting tonight. Any visitors here tonight who have not been here before? Okay. Stand up, sir, and tell us who you are.
Yeah, my name is Calvin Wiggins. My call sign is KP4HML. I'm kind of a newbie here. I did get my general license last weekend.
Good, congratulations.
With me, actually, so I'm very new to it, even though I've got a general license.
So, Calvin, are you a club member?
No, I'm not. I intend to be.
Okay, this man right here can help you out.
Yeah, I met him last week.
So we're happy to have new people come to the club, and what can we do for you? We have a lot of expertise in different things here. I'm Rick, by the way, I'm the El Presidente. Anyway, so are you anything in particular you're interested in learning about or doing?
Well, for me, I'm really enjoying HF a lot. I've since I got my general license for a week, and I've been out 20 meters and just trying to understand that and make the best of my dipole antennas and trying to figure out how to configure those things where the 10 meter doesn't interfere with the 20 meter. I might need some expertise of how close you get these wires and all that. So
today wasn't a good day for the bands. It was a big solar flare.
Going on there, yeah. Okay, so.
But yeah, we can. There's lots of people who can give you advice on that. And there was another gentleman. I think you should tell us who you are.
I'm Charlie, KS6XY. I just moved to the area. Had my general for a long time now. First licensed 2006, upgraded 2008. And previously, I had worked professionally in Amazon, building law enforcement systems and BDAs and everything.
Cool. So you're from California?
Yep.
Where out there are you from?
The Bay Area. I used to live about 2 miles from the Googleplex.
So how do you like the weather here? Is it nice?
That's from where the winter comes.
This pollen, I can hardly see because of pollen. Are you a club member?
I am not yet.
What? What interest do you have?
Messing around with JT68, JT65, WSGT, all that series of visual modes.
Mm-hmm.
I also play with All-Star and internet making modes, especially the DIY ones. Kind of a big fan of P25 and taking apart Quantars to try to make them work again.
We used to have a P25 repeater in town. I don't think we do now, other than the law enforcement. Okay, excellent. Anyone else that's a visitor?
I'm going to introduce a friend here. This is, stand up, Charles. This is WB4FLN, Charles Brewington, who I met in high school in 1960. And his dad was the General Electric Mobile Radio Service Regional Manager for the East Coast area, and put the first 2-meter FM repeater on the air in Richmond, I think back in the early 1960s. And he also put up the 3494 repeater, which is still on the air.
Excellent.
But Charles now lives out in Southwest Virginia, but he happened to be in town visiting, and I said, well,
Welcome, Charles.
what are you doing tonight? And he said, I don't know. And I said, well, you're going to the Richmond. Glad to have him.
And sir?
Yeah, I'm Warren Johnson. My cousin who lives in Dyer, Nevada, has been bugging me for a long time to get my license. And so in fact, he texted me a while ago and reminded me of the meeting. And I said, I'm on my way.
Where did your cousin live?
Dyer, Nevada. It's a town of about 200 people.
In Nevada.
In Nevada.
Do you have a license now?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, we have classes.
Yeah.
Do you know about that?
He bought a book for me.
This good-looking gentleman with the white hair and the colorful blue shirt, Bruce McAllister, is, I think, aren't you the head of the school, Bruce? Kind of.
To the extent you can be.
Yeah. So if you need a class, he can direct you toward a license class.
We'll have you certainly starting to sit down for most of you can help with all the okay.
Anyone else who's a visitor? Pardon me?
First timer come?
Yeah, go ahead. First.
I'm Craig Shooping. I actually just signed up this past Sunday.
Okay. To take a course?
Pardon me?
Take a course? To get a license? Or
No, actually, I got licensed a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And haven't been online a lot recently, but I ran into another AM at my church and recommended the clubs.
So what kind of things are you interested in that we can help you with? What do you like to learn?
Well, just probably a lot. I first got interested from a friend of mine at work. The first thing I did was buy one of these little outbound ham radios and at the CrossFest. It was
Right.
last year that I know occurred. And he took me over there. As soon as I had that good talk, I got hooked. So I came here to get my licenses, and I got the first one and the second one, general technician. General.
So you operate an HF at all?
I do. A while after that, I picked up I was looking for something that, kind of did everything. I picked up the Yaesu 991A. So
It does
I got
everything.
I got a 65-foot end-fed halfway
Good call.
that I got from the chimney over to a tree in the backyard. So.
Cool. That's what I like. Anyway, since there's a lot of new folks here, why don't we go ahead and introduce the other folks. I'm Rick, K4HM, and
I'm Daryl, WW4F.
John, K5HTC.
Ken, WV0L.
Tom, KD4CMK.
David, KJ4LHP.
Tom, KJ4WQ.
Jim, W4PKR.
Doug, KD4LSE.
Will, KA4RAC.
Bruce, W4BRU.
David, KF4RAL.
Malin, N4EG.
Ken, K4ZUT.
Charlie, WB4FLM.
Mike, K4RDO.
Ben, W4WIN. WA1UQO.
Patrick, K4PKB.
Tom, KG4BIZ.
Craig, KO4CPF.
David, KO4RNT.
Lauren, WD4FNG.
Dennis, KG4UPT.
Charlie, KI6FXY.
Dan, W4ERF.
Steve, W4SB.
John, KX4QC.
Brock, W4J.
all right. Welcome everyone tonight. So let's go ahead and get started with our formal business part of the meeting. Our minutes this time around were not too long from the last meeting. Does anyone who had reviewed those have any questions about them? If not, I would request a motion to approve the minutes. Go ahead, Tom.
So moved.
I second.
Okay, all in favor of approving the minutes? Aye. Anyone opposed to it? Okay. Why don't we move along to Ken Liger for the treasurer's and new members report?
Okay. Treasurer's report. We started last month with $21,138.43. We had one dues for $22 and 5 more for $110. We had classes of 286, that's the license classes, and we had $40 from 4 seminar classes. So a total of $458 came in. We bought some loaner equipment, $304.13. We paid for the Hopewell classes for some stuff that we got for them, $157.71. And PayPal charged us $25.55. So that was $478.39. So we lost a few dollars. $21,109.04 left in the bank. So not too bad. What was it again? There we go. That's what it is. We have one new member, Craig Shupin.
That's right.
Okay, I just didn't know if I pronounced it right. He is a general, K04 CPF. That's the only new member. So can I have a motion to?
So moved. W4PKR.
Second. All those in favor?
You're a member.
That was tough. Thank you, Ken. Let's see, any old business that is floating around? Jim Rubin, do you want to make a few comments about the aftermath of the Monument Avenue 10K?
Sure. Hey everyone, I'm Jim, W4PKR. So Saturday before last, we participated, 16 of us, for the first time in the 10K Monument Avenue race. And it went well. There was some glitches here and there. Mr. Murphy came to visit us a little bit in the beginning. But Sports Backers is the name of the company, and they were very pleased with us. They want to use us again for the marathon, and that's in November. So if there's anyone that's interested in doing that in November, get in touch with me. That's w4pkr@arrl.net. So this was the first time they had used ham operators. They had used cell phones last November for the marathon. It did not go well. And they decided to reach out to, I guess they got in touch with Rick first, who then got in touch with the RATS president, Jeff, who just walked in, K4SYE. And he asked me if I'd be interested in putting it together, so I said yes for some reason, I don't know why, but I did. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We had 4 of us in the police station, in the command room. That was a challenge. 2 of our members, Jeff, who just walked in, president of RATS, and Doc, whose call sign escapes me. W4RYQ. Okay, W4RYQ. And the 2 of them actually ran, and what I didn't tell you is they did not use us for primary communications, they used us for backup. They had rented their own radios, a DMR, a motor turbo system from, I forget the name of the company, but it's one of the local companies. They rented 60 radios. Megan, who was putting this all together with me, she requested that 2 of our hams run their net, their 2 nets, which they did. It was not easy because the people who were using the radios are not used to using radios. And so there's a learning curve there, and there will be the same thing happening in November at the marathon. So all in all, it went well. I'm very happy that everyone that participated did great job. They were happy with us. There were some things to iron out. We had a hot wash, after action report, a Zoom meeting last week. No, this is Wednesday, I think it was. And, talked about some things that didn't go so well, talked about things that did go well. So all in all, it was a good experience. It gets us on the map as far as doing large events here in Richmond. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Thank you, Jim. I'm wondering, based on the experience of the 10K, would they consider using amateurs as a primary communication since we know what to do?
Yeah, we talked to them about that, and Megan she didn't like the idea of having us be primary. I'm kind of hoping things don't work out on their radio system come the fall, and then they'll use us. But, actually I hope everything works and that we are back up. She's new to this. She has her beliefs, which are not set in stone, but I think experience will show her that she would be better off with us as primary. But for now, we're back up. And she doesn't even want a shadow following her around during the race. She was quite adamant about that. And Judy, N4JDI, was very charming and put on her most charming aspects, tried to convince Megan to use her as a shadow, but she wouldn't have it.
Okay.
So.
All right. Jeff and Bill, I see you guys walk in. I was thinking about future events. Is RATS going to hold a field day at the Laurel Skate Park this year?
Yep.
Okay. Is there do y'all renting that as a financial outlay?
They usually give it to us for free.
Okay. Because if there was a financial outlay, since a number of us, well, I'm in RATS too, but a number of RARC people might participate, if there's costs that need to be defrayed, we could approach the board with that. So if we could share this.
Put out a donation jar.
Yeah.
If we could share that, in the years past, we've kind of had a joint field day.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to do barbecue and have a big shindig, cookout, and stuff like that.
But we don't, RARC, to my knowledge, doesn't have plans, and I'm the last one to know these things, to have our own field. I don't see any reason to do that in addition to what you guys have done.
All are welcome.
All right, thank you. All right, so see, yes, Bill.
Does anybody have any contacts with any of the media? Please let Jeff or myself know.
Okay. All right.
See if we can get the media there, any public figures or something like
You
that.
know Dan Bryant? You know Dan Bryant? W4DAN? Yeah.
DOB.
Okay, he did a lot of contacting newspapers and everything else for school this year, and we got a bunch of students. So I would get a hold of him and give him some heads up and some time to work on it. And who you think are good contacts, because he'll make the contacts as he gets to that.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I have one announcement to make. The RARC sponsored a plaque for the 2023 Virginia QSO party. Our plaque was called High Single Operator Novice/Tech/Rookie, and that went to Matthew R. Barthel, K04WYX, so congratulations to Matthew. Any other new business, or anybody have any comments, interesting things? Yes, sir, Steve.
Richard, sad to report, we got 2 silent keys.
You want to come up and talk about it?
Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that. We have, sadly, 2 silent keys, W4FEG Ralph. For those of you that were morning 6-meter net people, knew Ralph. Those of us that went to the 6-meter Swap Fest knew Ralph. Ralph was one of the founding fathers of the 6-meter, someone help me out, Virginia sideband net in the mornings. The second silent key, his name was Steve. I think his call was KN4. He is a member of this club. He was an officer in fire and rescue here in the community, and he's very suddenly passed. Steve often attended the builders meetings that we had on Tuesday, and I can't think of his last name, but I can't think of his call. Maybe someone here can help me out. But two silent keys that are friends and supporters of this community. Richard, thank you.
Technical committee, I think that would be Professor Grant.
Ralph, I've known Ralph.
Professor Grant?
Yes, sir.
What's going on with those new repeaters?
They're in my basement. They all 3 arrived over about a 2-week span from 3 different HROs. I actually got an email from Ray Novak. If anybody knows who Ray Novak is, he is Mr. ICOM in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
He sent me an email, "Dear Wynn, thank you and the RARC for supporting D-Star and ICOM." So I've been out of the country, but I'm back, and I'm going to get with Mike and Jim Bates, and we hope to get the new repeaters installed.
And I can hold the flashlight kind of.
Absolutely.
If you need my help.
We're going to have you go up on the roof.
Once was enough. All right. Anybody else have any comments, questions, anything interesting they've done recently? If not, then I'm going to ask for a motion to end the business part of the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Previously, there's lots of food back there, there used to be. We used to wander around and eat food and everything between the business meeting and the didactic session, and we could do that for a little bit, but Daryl tonight's going to get into part 2 of his series on building a home roof 500-watt station. So you want to give it till 7:30? Maybe we're running.
Bruce wanted to also introduce one of the build projects coming up.
Oh, okay, come on,
So
come
before
on.
I start, Bruce can...
You want to do that now?
Sure, Bruce, anytime. We'll just take a few minutes after Bruce talks and then maybe 7:30 get started.
So this is my new go to the lake radio, okay? It's 45 watts. Does a little bit of what that one does, but not a whole lot more. Not anywhere near as much. And if you know the HF signals people who produced all the bid X's, this is their latest one. And I'm not going to demonstrate, I'll probably demonstrate it next week. I'm not going to demonstrate it now, but several of the guys, after they looked at it, said they were going to buy one too. So I wanted to say that I was first, okay? So it's interesting to compare this to this. This is kind of like the little baby part of this sort of thing, but it's a nice little 45 watt, fairly light. Take it with you. It also, like this one, runs a Raspberry Pi, and so what you can do is you can actually use it as your laptop. You can take it with it, plug a keyboard and a mouse into it, you got a laptop. So, you recognize that sound? Anyway, so that's my show and tell. Just remember, when the other guys start talking about theirs, I was first. Right? If you want to look at it afterwards, I'm happy to show it to you.
This week we'll until 7:30 and then Darrell will get started with his presentation.